At 5 o'clock. Yesterday, we broke down the 84-page bill. I'm Kristen Remington.
I'm Ryan Canada. Thanks for joining us tonight. There's a lot in the bill. The legislation is part of the governor's Safe Streets and Neighborhood Act. Jaden Urban joins us here in the studio. Jaden, you were at a press conference discussing the bill. What did they say?
Yeah, well, like you both mentioned, it's an extensive bill that has a lot to it. So the governor and some of the sheriffs and the Washoe County District Attorney highlighted specific aspects of the bill that they felt like could really help the community.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to my friend, the Honorable Governor of the great state of Nevada, Joseph Joe Lombardo.
Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo was joined by many local law enforcement officials and prosecutors to support his new proposed Safe Streets and Neighborhood Act.
Not only does this bill protect those victims, but it also keeps our neighborhoods and state safe.
The governor then went over some of his top priorities with the bill, including tougher penalties on retail theft, repeat offenders, fentanyl trafficking, DUIs that end in death, and more.
By eliminating diversion programs for crimes involving an abuse or exploitation of children and elderly or vulnerable adults, ensuring justice for Nevada's most at-risk populations.
While local law enforcement are a fan of the bill, the American Civil Liberties Union is not.
It's hard to say that there are things that I like with the bill, because what the bill does is it basically attempts to reverse previous criminal justice reforms that were put into place a few years ago. Now, the reason why those reforms were put into place was because our prison population was exploding.
The concern with the prison population increasing comes from last week's Finance Committee meeting, where the Nevada Department of Corrections deficit was discussed.
There's a projected shortfall within Department of Corrections, approximately $53 million that we have to go and find because of overtime.
The department says this overtime is partially due to staffing shortages. The governor was asked about this and says they are looking at ways to address it.
We are currently evaluating time served for non-violent offenses. We'll make an adjustment in the budget numbers that go into the future sentencing and removal of individuals from the incarceration environment.
And with the Democrats having the majority for both floors, Lombardo says that he does want to work across the aisle and understands that there will have to be some amendments and adjustments before it could pass. Covering the story, Jaden Urban, 2 News Nevada.